Hello, and welcome back once again to Infinite Jeff, the project where I, Jeff, read the book Infinite Jest, one page at a time, one day at a time. Put it up on YouTube. This is page number 444. Here we go. Telling the tough shit, but you still can't drink audience dark, doubtful thoughts he wouldn't have fucking ever dared tell ferocious Francis man to man. He can't even look at FF and the Crocodile's Row as he says this, that at this point, the God understanding stuff kind of makes him want to puke from fear. Sometimes you can't see or hear or touch or smell. Okay, all right. But something you can't even feel? Because that's what he feels when he tries to understand something to really sincerely pray to. Nothingness. He says when he tries to pray, he gets this like image in his mind's eye of the brain waves or whatever of his prayers going out and out with nothing to stop them, going, radiating out into like space and outliving him and still going and never hitting anything out there, much less something with an ear. Much less something with an ear that could possibly give a rat's ass. He's both pissed off and ashamed to be talking about this instead of how just completely good it is to be getting through the day without ingesting a substance. But there it is. This is what's going on. He's no closer to carrying out the suggestion of the third step than the day the Proby drove him over to his halfway house from Peabody Holding. The idea of this whole God thing makes him puke, still, and he's afraid. And the same fucking thing happens again. The tough, chain-smoking TSBY-SCD group all stands and applauds, and the men give two-finger whistles, and people come up at the raffle break to pump his big hand and even sometimes try and hug on him. It seems like every time he forgets himself and publicizes how he's fucking up in sobriety, Boston AAs fall all over themselves to tell him how good it was to hear him. And for God's sake keep coming. For them, if not for himself, whatever the fuck that means. The tough shit but you still can't drink group seems to be over 50% bikers and biker chicks, meaning your standard leather vests and 10-centimeter boot heels, belt buckles with little spade-shaped knives that come out of a slot in the side, tattoos that are more like murals, serious tits and cotton halters, big beards, Harley wear, wooden matches in white corners, and so forth. After the Our Father, as Gately and the other White Flag speakers are clustered smoking outside the door to the church basement, the sound of high CC hogs being kick-started is enough to rattle your fillings. Gately can't even start to guess what it would be like to be a sober and drug-free biker. It's like, what would be the point? He imagines these people polishing the hell out of their leather and like playing a lot of really precise pool. This one sober biker that can't be much older than Gately and is nearly Gately's size, though with a really small head and a tapered jaw that makes him kind of look like a handsome mantis. As they've massed around the door, he brings a car-length chopper up alongside Gately. Says it was good to hear him. Shakes his hand in the complex way of the N-word and Harley heads. He introduces himself as Robert F., though on the lapel of... Okay. That was the end of page 444 with an N-bomb. David, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? But anyway, have a good night.